I would like to comment now about the Minnesota Department of Education, MDE, and the topic related to the Minnesota State Academies and student data privacy. The Minnesota Department of Education has a plethora of information on students throughout the state of Minnesota that they do not share with the Minnesota State Academies. However, the Minnesota Department of Education is responsible for identifying those with vision loss, hearing loss, etc. And so I want to show you today the current legislation in the House, looking at the House page. House File 133 is a bill that has been proposed regarding tribally enrolled or descendant students and their data, and will allow tribal nations to share their data, and has several supporters. We have 5 authors of this bill: Becker Finn, who is Native themselves, in addition to 4 other supporters. They have a place in process in which it would be submitted to the Department of Education. It is now going to the Judiciary, Finance, and Civil Law Committees for their approval. House File 133 has a companion bill in the Senate titled Senate File 60. Same bill, different chambers of the legislature. The educational data that could be shared with tribal nations about tribally enrolled descendants or students, there are 4 sponsors to this. I will now show the bill as far as what that looks like. House File 133 and Senate File 60, again, are companion bills. The bill on screen talks about the current law and data privacy. New language that will be added is at the bottom, and I will show that here after scrolling up through quite a bit of information on the statute, which discusses the Minnesota Department of Education's responsibility towards data privacy. Scrolling all the way up, I'm looking at the very bottom of the bill, titled R. This is an addition. We have new language for this bill that is underlined, talking about tribal nations for tribally enrolled or descendantly enrolled students, stating which school, albeit school district or charter school, that they're enrolled, giving information for the Minnesota Department of Education to collect data upon. This amendment to the bill under the Department of Education would allow MDE to share the information about students, their hearing loss, their vision loss, or visual impairment with the Minnesota State Academies. Minnesota State Academies have top staff to be able to make assessments and provide interventions as needed, and collaborate and do outreach, albeit with different resources in the community, teachers, and more. So one thing certainly to consider.